What's up everybody, Nitro Capital here. We are playing Crusader Kings 2, a Game of Thrones. I feel it's time that we start a new little series. Again with this mod. I feel like there's more to explore. So we're gonna do that. So I'm thinking the same start again, the Clash of Kings. And I kind of want to play as Daenerys this time. And sounds like an okay plan. So then we'll be busy here somewhere else than previous time. So obviously Astapor, Yunkai, Marine are gonna be our first targets, and after that we'll see where we go. We might expand our empire over here, we might go over here. But that's then, this is now, so let's get started. As Danny. So I'm not sure exactly where this will start us out. But let's have a look. Mother of Dragons, Salvation. The prophetic red comment has led you to carve as you pass through the three immense and elegantly painted walls that serve as one of the 9 wonders of man. You can't help but gaze at the bones of those who have been denied entry. Sheltered by Xerox and Daxos, you quickly discover the politics of Kar to be a danger all its own, but danger does not stop the dragon. By burning the Lazarine witch, you have laid claim to the birthright of the fire and blood. Usurper is dead, Westeros is shattered, and you long for home. Use this time to nurse your dragons, and soon you will return to cast down the usurper's dogs and unite the 7 kingdoms once more. I am the rightful queen. House Targaryen has ruled Westeros since Aegon's conquest. We united the 7 kingdoms into one. We built King's Landing, we forged the Iron Throne, and we will not let our birthright slip away. Fire and blood. Okay, so we start off in Carve. We have one title, the Great Cross Sea, which is, as I believe, just titular. And we don't hold any actual territory. So before I'm pausing, let's have a look. We are 15, we still have to be educated, so we will be educated by Jorah. Great. Our skills are meh, nothing special. We are quick, attractive, widowed, trusting, temperate, just, and authoritative. This here is abomination of incest. Are we? Really? Okay, so we need a castellan. We'll take this guy. We can't deploy anyone just yet, so let's have time go. We had Blood of Valyria happen to us. National revolt risk, and we are poor military ruler. Okay, so and we have all of our claims on the Iron Throne. I'm interested to see how this plays out. I'm guessing Joffrey will win again, but yeah. Who knows, something different might happen. The House of the Undying. In this city of splendors you find the House of the Undying to be at least splendid of all. You behold a grey and ancient ruin without towers or windows, its crumbling form coiled like a serpent through a grove of black bark trees bearing blue leaves. Your companions echo your hesitation, urging you not to enter, but ahead lies the path to your destiny. Queen Daenerys must enter alone, says Pietspri, stepping out from the shadows of trees. Take my arm and let me lead you. I am no child. Okay, this is a lot more story driven than Joffrey was. Shade of Evening. You make your way through darkened grove and are presented with a crystal glass filled with thick blue liquid. Shade of the Evening, the wine of warlocks. You gulp down the potion, and as the warlock speaks, you are reminded of every taste you have ever known, and none of them. Within you will see many things that disturb you. Visions of loveliness and visions of horror, wonders and terrors. Sights and sounds of days gone by, and days to come and days that never were. If you value your soul, take care and do just as I tell you. Take the door to your right, each time, the door to your right. If you should come upon a stairwell, climb, never go down. and never take any door but the first to your right. Okay. You find yourself in a stone anteroom with 4 doors, 1 on each wall. A mold-eaten carpet once colored whorls of gold lies at your feet. Within the walls you hear a faint scurrying and scrabbling of rats. You heed the warlock's advice and choose the rightmost door 3 times, each leading you to a room identical as the one before. It is clear. You are in the presence of a sorcery. Or in the presence of sorcery, sorry. So we'll keep going to the right. The Red Room. You emerge into a long, dim, high-ceilinged hall. Along the right hand is a row of torches burning with a smoky orange light, but only doors are to your left and none of them are closed. You tell yourself not to look, but the temptation is too strong. In one room you come upon a feast of corpses, savagely slaughtered. The feasters lay strewn across overturned chairs and hacked trestle tables, sprawl in pools of congealing blood. In the throne above them sits a dead man with the head of a wolf and iron crown. His eyes follow you with mute appeal as you continue on. Only a stairwell down marks the end of the passage, and still the only doors are to your left. The first door on the right, that's the last to the left. That makes sense, I suppose. You find yourself in another room, blah 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 blah. Right. Mother. You emerge once more into a long, dim, high-ceilinged hall. Along the right hand is a row of torches burning with a smoky orange light, but the doors are to your left and none of them are closed. Again, you tell yourself not to look, but the temptation proves too strong. One room reveals 10,000 slaves lifting blood-stained hands before you as you race by on your silver riding like the wind. Mother, they cry, mother, mother. They reach for you, touching you, tugging at your cloak, the hem of your skirt. They want you, they need you, the fire, the life. You gasp and open your arms to give yourself to them, but at the moment you realize your mistake and pass on from the vision further down the hall. Only a stairwell marks the end of the passage, and still the only doors are to your left. This is why I don't read. A sense of foreboding grows as the scurrying sounds within the walls seems to get louder, and behind you notice torches have begun to flutter out. One more gutters out and the darkness creeps a little further down the hall towards you. As you listen, you seem to hear something else coming, shuffling itself slowly along the faded carpet. Terror fills you, you must quickly decide which. To the right again. Much reading. The Red Sword. You emerge once more into a long, dim, high-ceilinged hall. Along the right hand is a row of torches burning with smoky orange light, but the doors are all to your left and none of them are closed. You know you will not have the strength to look away and steel yourself for another vision. The scene behind the open door reveals a corpse standing at the prow of a ship. Eyes bright of his dead face, grey lips smiling sadly, glowing like a sunset. A red sword is lifted in the hand of a blue-eyed king who casts no shadow. A blue flower grows from a chink in the wall of ice and fills the air with sweetness. Mother of dragons, bride of fire. Confused, you turn towards the stairwell at the end of the passage. You enter a stairwell, beginning the climb. Before long your legs are aching. Strangely, you recall that the house of the Undying One seems to have no towers. To your right, a set of wooden doors are thrown open, fashioned of weirwood and ebony. The black and white patterns swirl and intertwine into strange designs. Very beautiful, yet somehow frightening. The dragon must not be afraid. Come on. The Blue Heart. You pass through a narrow door into a chamber awash with gloom. A long stone table fills the room. Above it floats a human heart, swollen and blue with corruption, yet still alive. Every beat is deep, ponderous throb of sound, each pulse sending out a wash of indigo light. The figures around the table are no more than blue shadows as you walk to the empty chair in front of them. They do not stare, speak, nor turn to face you. Mother of dragons, comes a voice, part whisper and part moan. You find it difficult to summon the will to speak. You notice suddenly that none of them are breathing. Could it be that the Undying Ones are real? Or dead? What? We live, whispered the answer, thin as a mouse whisker, and no. Prophecy. 3 heads has the dragon. A ghost chorus yammers inside your skull, mother of dragons, child of storm. The whispers become a swirling song. 3 fires must you light, 1 for life and 1 for death, and 1 to love. Your own heart beats in unison to the one that floats before you. The mounts must you ride, 1 to bed and 1 to dread, and 1 to love. The voices grow louder and your heart seems to slow, even your breath. 3 reasons you will know, 1 for blood, 1 for gold, and 1 for love. Blurred visions. Shadows whirl and dance inside a tent, boneless and terrible. A little girl runs barefoot towards the house with a red door. Miri Mazdur shrieks by the flames. A dragon bursting from her brow. Behind the silver horse the corpse of a naked man bounces and drags. A tall lord with copper skin and silver hair stands beneath the banner of a fiery stallion, a burning city behind him. Suddenly, a black wings buffet around your head, and suddenly the visions are gone, ripped away. Your gasp turns to horror as you spy the Undying all around you, blue and cold, whispering as they reach for you. All the strength leaves your limbs and you cannot move. You feel a hand at your breast, teeth find the soft skin of your throat, a mouth descends on one eye, sucking, biting. Dracarys. Death of the Undying. Indigo turns to orange and whispers turn to screams. Perched above you, Drogon spreads his wings and tears at the terrible dark heart, ripping the rotten flesh to ribbons. His head snaps forward, fire flying from open jaw, bright and hot. You can hear the shrieks of the Undying as they burn, their high, thin, papery voices crying out in tongues long dead. The whole room is ablaze by the time you reach the door and call your dragons. When they spill out into the sun, the bright light makes you stumble. Looking behind you, you see tendrils of smoke forcing their way through cracks in the ancient stone walls of the Palace of Dust. Howling curses, Piet Pri draws a knife and draws towards you, when suddenly you hear the crack of Yogo's whip. Never was a sound so sweet. Was that it? Please tell me that was it. No, it's not. The Silver Bell. The Undying are dead, burned to ash by Drogon's flames. Your tiny Khalasar celebrates your victory by braiding your hair with its silver bell. This victory is not without cost. The Karfin are outraged, and their frictious rulers unite to demand your exile from their city. Your host Xaro pleads with you to flee with him to the Jade Sea, but you refuse, and he angrily sends you away. With your last friend in Karf, a friend no longer, you hurry to the docks where Ser Jorah has been searching for ships. Ships you find, but allies also. A huge eunuch named Strong Belwas and his aged squire Astron, who intervened to save you from an assassin. They explain that they have been sent by your old friend Illyrio, with 3 ships to carry you back to Pentos. Please, the ships don't smell like cheese. Okay, I think that was it. If you're still watching this somehow, thank you. Wow, I was not expecting that much reading. My voice sits back. Slaver's Bay. 3 ships speed you to Pentos and promises of aid, but your experience in Kart have soured you to accepting charity. You will not be a beggar queen. Dragons do not beg. You will take what is yours with fire and blood, but first you need an army. As you consider your options in your cabin, Jorah approaches you and, confessing love, attempts a kiss. Much as you care for him, you do not desire him, and spurn his clumsy advances. Keen to change the subject, Jorah tells you of a place where armies might be purchased, Astapor, home of the Unsullied, the finest soldiers in the world. At night your thoughts whirl as you question yourself. Leadership is lonely, and you begin to miss Drogo intently. At least you have your loyal handmaidens to comfort you. Okay, so it's good to be Khaleesi, it is known, to Astapor, or go to Pentos. No, we're gonna go to Astapor. I think that's the best thing to do. So I need to relax. I'm proud. Sure. Okay, then I'm not proud. Okay, I'm still recovering. from all the talking. Harpy's bargain. The good masters of Astapor are rude, arrogant, and cruel beyond measure, but their Unsullied are formidable as the story of their training is heartbreaking. Particularly troubling is a tale of how they prove they can kill. For every soldier represents a murdered child. You begin to question using such men to reclaim your throne. Unsullied are also very expensive. Haggling through a pretty young interpreter to hide your knowledge of the Giscari tongue, you finally propose a trade that shocks your advisors. Every Unsullied they have in exchange for a dragon. The slaver accepts your terms, though they demand the largest of your dragons. In turn you ask for the interpreter as a gift, and they lazily wave assent. You soon free the girl and ask her to tell you all she knows of Astapor. Yes. We gain the trait Liberator. Fanatical opponent of the practice of slavery. Okay, cool. The exchange. You have agreed to a deal with the good masters for an army of Unsullied, where you gain all the Unsullied available, including the boys in training, in exchange for your ships, your goods, and Drogon, the biggest and healthiest of your dragons. You are now at the Plaza of Punishment to execute the deal. Your company has brought the goods and caged the Drogon before Krasinus and the rest of the good masters, while Krasinus hands over the Harpy's finger, the whip symbolizing you now own the Unsullied force. This deal does not quite work for me. Dracarys. Oh yeah, the sack of Astapor. A dragon is no slave and Drogon refuse to serve the good masters, burning them to death upon your command. You, however, did receive the Unsullied and now have 3 dragons and an army fighting the slavers of Astapor. The city is barely garrisoned and is easily taken. You have liberated Astapor, the good masters have been killed, and you now control the city. The former slaves look to you as their new master, calling you mother. Now you are to move on in your journey, yet before you can take your leave for Astapor, you must leave someone to govern the city. Leave a council. And a lot happens. Gain prestige, gain gold. Unsullied of Astapor join your cause. Grey Worm joins. Hero joins. Hero. Is that his name? Hero. Okay. And slavery abolished. Oh, cool. So we now have an army of Unsullied. 13,000. That's more than it was in the series, I think. So we can lead troops ourselves. That's quite cool, even though we're underage and female. Though I'm now guessing they're gonna make me read more. Yes, they are. The Yellow City. You leave Astapor and march towards Yunkai, another famous slaver city. The Yunkai command a significant force of slave soldiers and mercenaries, among them the Storm Crows and the Second Sons. The city is made of yellow bricks, crumbling wall and tall stepped pyramids. Their emblem is flying over the city, a harpy-like creature as far as you can tell. Yunkai is said to be able to field a significant force of slave soldiers. However, Yunkai is known for training bed slaves, not warriors. Before you are the wise masters and the captain of the mercenaries come to parley with you. They offer you much coin to leave the city alone and be on your way. Nope. We have declared the great grassy Yunkish war. Okay. We can now start some gameplay. Dario Scoop. You are ready to begin the battle for Yunkai. However, Dario Naharis of the Stormcrows was enthralled by your beauty and has come before you in the middle of the night. He tells you that he has killed 2 other captains of the Stormcrows and now offers the company and the service of you. As he says, my sword is yours, my life is yours, my love is yours, my blood, my body, my songs, you own them all. I live and die at your command, fair queen. Your men are most welcome. Okay. Can I now play? Please. So I do apologize for the lack of gameplay. That's a lot of reading, and it's probably not the best of quality ever made. Okay, Something's wrong with the character mod. What is happening? That's just sad. But anyway. So, to Yunkai. I don't know if it's a good idea that we're leading from the flank or anything, but there, oh god, 9,000, almost 10,000 defenders. That's a lot. Let's give it a shot. We also need a new castle and everything. Let's do that. We don't have a Meister, okay. Now, Yungai. Because this is just waiting. Now we didn't actually gain Astapor, which is strange. We left a council, so strange. Well, anyway, I know we're gonna take Marine. I'm gonna be Queen of Marine. That I know. But then in the previous series, we, as King Joffrey, we did inherit all 3 of these. So I'm thinking that eventually we'll get all 3 of the kingdom titles, which is good. It's a good thing. Can also pick an ambition. So tame a dragon. Then we would become a dragon rider. Win the war. Obtain a greater throne. Cool. See your house in the Iron Throne. Improve intrigue. Improve. Let's win the war. We can gain martial. Okay. That's an easy thing, I guess. Come on. Luckily, the siege is going pretty quick. I'm guessing that in regular CK2 this would be very slow. A city with 10,000 defenders, god. Can you imagine? And now we need some chocolate milk. Whilst we're waiting. Didn't take this long in the series. TV series. Might have in the book. But yeah. Come on. 20% left. Shouldn't be long. And then after that we're probably gonna head to Marine. We're supposed to head to Marine. How's the stuff over here going? Let's actually have a quick look. King Stannis of the Iron Woe. Whoa. Stannis has won? That's cool. Stannis? Okay, that's something else. You still at war? You're attacking King Stannis and defending against Balon, yeah. How's the war score against Stannis going? 0. Okay, a lot could happen. The North could become independent. That'd be pretty cool. This is already amazing. Stannis on the throne. Oh, the second sons are dying. Oh no. Your Grace, I am pleased to report that I have captured some high-value prisoners after our successful siege of Yunkai. I hereby turn them over to you for judgment. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, we'll enforce our demands. Good. Okay. I have no idea how long this episode has been running, so I'm gonna stop it here. Whatever, you know. If you enjoyed this episode with me reading a lot, please leave a like or a comment and tell me if I pronounced anything wrong, by the way. No, English isn't my first language, so tell me, put it in the comments, and the next episode we're gonna go for Marine, probably. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.